Alright, this is my battery mod of the Dromida Ominus. This black strip here is Gorilla Tape. Now, there's a difference between Gorilla Tape and duct tape, so do not get them confused. I wouldn't dream of using duct tape. It's not sticky enough. Now, the cradle for the battery will not let big batteries fit in there. So other guys are heating up this side and stretching it to where they can get a bigger battery in it, which make their stock battery a little looser. But as I say, I've got this tape in here. This battery is not going anywhere. I don't care if you smash it into the wall. That it's locked in. Something's going to break on the quadcopter before that battery comes out. But got the tape folded over here at the back for a little tab, and just pull it loose until you get to there. And then you can pull it out by its regular tab and just let the tape lay back down. Now this battery's run out, and I'm going to put it in my stack with my other run out batteries. And here we have the big boy, and it is the Helimax 1200 milliamp LiPo battery, 1200 milliamp 30C. Now, I think that the Dromida battery is 25C. Yes, it is. So while this battery is bigger and heavier, it also has a little bit more punch with the 30C, so that helps. Now back to the mod, and we'll set that right there. What a bunch of work. I took my dikes and cut this frame where it'll spread, and then I took my knife and cut off the original battery stopper, because we don't need a battery stopper. So loose fitting batteries are not a good thing. I'll take this tape and hold it while I stick this in here. So as I stick it in there, it will spread that frame. I will help it some. There we go. Now I'm going to bring it back to the red LED. There we go. Battery mod done. Keep the battery in. Push the tape down. Make it stick. It's mighty sticky. Battery's not going anywhere. Promise you. That battery is there to stay. Okay, so we've got 1200 milliamp battery in there. It's sticking in about the same place. So we will plug her in. And there's our lights. Turn the power on. Wait for it to think about it for a second. There's our light. There's our link. Once again, back to our battery mod. Now we unplug it. Peel back the tape. It's past the frame now. We can pull it out. And that battery has plenty of juice left in it, so we'll put it over here as a still charged battery. Now, once again, that's the stock 700 milliamp batteries and the bigger 1200 milliamp, but there's even more options. I have here two 500 milliamp 25C batteries. I've got a strip of Gorilla Tape wrapped around them here at the black part, but also I have about 4 layers of Gorilla Tape between here. You can see it stacked up there to give it a little bit of space there. And what I'm going to do when I'm finished is put these backwards in here, like so, and then take a power connector here for that and split it into a Y with 2 female plugs. So we'll have this wire coming back here with 2 JST connectors that will plug together with that. It doesn't have to be very long. They can come back like this on each side. It'll actually look kind of cool from the back, no doubt, because it'll have twin turbo going to the front, and then I'll have 1000 milliamp 25C, and that'll be probably good for 15 minutes of flight, since the 1200 milliamp was good for 18 minutes. So I figure 1000 milliamp would be good for 15. Once again, the batteries are on there, but they're a little narrower, so we get them centered before we do it. And we've got another piece of Gorilla Tape with the end folded over, and we'll stick it to that part of the battery frame. Get her centered real good. Stick it to this part and stick it down. Once again, battery's not going anywhere, and it's not hanging down that far, so we've got plenty of ground clearance. So that's another solution. If you have batteries like this, even the ones that have the deal on the end, well, maybe not those because of the frame, but if you have this style, any of this style, you can use them. And another thing, if you have the 500 milliamp batteries with the micro low-C connector, the red ones are called JST connectors, and the little white ones on most of the little micro quads are these micro low-C. You can use bigger batteries. No point wasting your time with anything less than 500 milliamp, but you can use the bigger batteries, or the micro low-C batteries with a Y with JST plugs to plug into the quadcopter. So I saw a whole bunch of questions and ways to do battery mods, but I don't think it gets much easier than this. And Gorilla Tape is a wonderful thing because it stays sticky even when it's hanging up there. I got these little pieces I use for sticking stuff together. So that's the battery mod. Now you want to, don't want to drag it across stuff, so when you put it in there, put it in there straight and bring it. See, we want this black part to go up to there because the battery needs to be shifted further forward where it will be close to where the other stock battery is. So make sure you get it down in there, and before you stick the other tape on, get it centered. So that's a super simple battery mod, and I could care less about cracking this frame. I mean, it was already busted anyway. It's got a broken deal right there from my last crashes, I guess, or else they broke it at the factory, but I probably broke it in my crashing into the wall here in my little office space. Is not very big, and that's where I learned to hover it at and hit the wall several times. So Now, like I say, this one's my high flyer for outdoors because I'm going to take it up way up high and start learning to do good bank turns and get the feel for the nose in sticks and stuff. Haven't done that yet. Been mostly out flying how to deal with the wind, with pitch. I fly it way out in big circles with pitch. Yeah, like I say, it's very nimble. It has a good pitch, so this one was going to fly around good even without the bank turns. And then there's my bank turn battery, 1200 milliamps. So I'll have, I probably flew that for 45 seconds there, so I'll have 17 minutes or so in that battery to do bank pitch or bank turns. And then when I get another couple plugs, then I can make my other battery. But I got a lot of batteries there. That's 700 milliamps that last what, 8 or 9 minutes probably, and I got the 18-minute battery, and I got the 15-minute battery when I get the wiring harness done. So even though I had said on the forum that I'm not going to mod and work on this quadcopter, I was going to go fly it. Well, modding and working on them is part of the game, so might as well get started. So there's that, battery mods, and